Alright, we on. Alright, shalom, and welcome to another show, GMS Collage, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua first and foremost, giving double honors to the elders, the elder apostles of GMS who rule well, and honor and salutation to you other brothers that are out there teaching in sincerity and truth. Alright, so we don't have no specific topic today. We're just gonna roll in the spirit. Whatever comes out, comes out. And Lord willing, it's edifying to whatever brother watches. All right. So we just got finished watching. Well, we didn't watch the whole thing, but we watched a few minutes of it, of the emotional rant.
Yeah, the official title of it is GMS loves white people but hates black and Hispanics, black, Hispanic, and natives.
Right. So GMS loves white people now. So it seems to me that this whole thing is a never-ending thing. You know, it's amazing what you can get out of a person when you strum on their emotional strings, man. It's amazing what you can get out of a person. The things you can get them to say when they're emotional about something. The scriptures talk about. Matter of fact, if you can find it, where it says "slow to anger," be slow to anger. Let's look that up real quick. It's funny. The type of person people become when they're emotional, you know. And we touched on it yesterday a little bit at camp, but the point I wanted to make was I really want people, all this in this pool of scoffers that we have. I want them to be able to say what truly is making them mad, and really all it is the emotions, man. They're not coming against GMS because we're wicked. I mean, everything we say we get out of the scripture, so it's just an emotional thing, man. So let's get that. Yeah, it's all good. Take your time, brother. Take your time. I'll look for it too. We get it first. Yeah, man. These guys. They're emotional, and really, my thing is this, right? What do you do, right? Let's say you win this battle. Right, you think that the Lord is dealing with you, and you win this battle, and GMS decides that they're not going to teach no more. Now what? Are the people going to follow you? And if they follow you, are they going to be able to learn? Are they going to be able to grow? Are you going to take care of them spiritually? I don't believe you will, man. Sir, yeah, it's Satan. All right, I got it right here. I'm gonna look it up right here. Slow. Bear with us for a second.
That's why, the scriptures say be slow to anger, because when you mad, you liable to make rash decisions. That's what the definition of irrational is. Irrational is somebody that makes a decision in haste because of how they feel at the time. It's better to just calm down, think about what you're saying, rather than just get out there and just rant anything that comes to your brain.
All right, here, go right ahead. Just like it. Let me show you. Get it in here. Proverbs 16 and 32. So this is Proverbs 16 and 32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. So it's a good thing to be patient. In other words, not every little thing should get you should push you over the edge. And for those of you who have women, you should know this very well, that when you allow your woman to push you over the edge, she's gonna do it every time. If once she figures out that one little thing that gets you over the edge, she'll do it to pluck at your emotions every single time. So it's best being the leader of a house, or being a leader of a camp, or to be being a leader of anything, where you have patience and you're not allowing yourself to be overtaken by your emotions, because it makes you make bad decisions. It makes you say silly things on the internet. It just makes you get out of character. So it's a better thing. The scriptures say it's a good thing. It's even better than a mighty man. It's even better than a man who could take over a whole city. Now you had Samson. He was able to fight over 1,000 men with the jawbone of an ass. So, and that was a mighty work that he did, right? But the scriptures are saying that it's better for a man who can manage his emotions than it is for a man who can take over a whole city. It's more mighty. And Elder Gabar, as a matter of fact, just did a show on it, and I recommend you brothers watch it. I forget the name of the show. Maybe we can put it up in post-production if we find a way to produce it. But the show, what he touched on basically was the integrity that Yahweh Shai had. Here it is. He had to walk around and be cool with a man that he knew was going to betray him, but he was able to keep his emotions under wrap. You know. So I want to touch on a couple things that this dude said in this video. Like I said, we're going through the spirit, so we really don't have nothing written down.
Right.
But what he said was he said he had a problem with Elder Ricard saying what he said about Harriet Tubman being a black crispy whatever, and that he's not going to spend the $20 bill. I mean, which is who gives a shit? Who cares, right? So the point I wanted to make was does Abraham Lincoln get the same pass?
Right. He said because he said
right.
he said now Abraham Harriet Tubman is a sister. This is a sister that freed slaves. Right. You know. So the brother Amaj brought up a beautiful point. I let you could say what you said.
Right. So basically, does now Abraham Lincoln get a pass? He freed slaves too.
According to his
to your logic,
right.
Abraham Lincoln should be reverenced,
right?
Because he freed the slaves, right? He took the Israelites. He was Moses,
right?
he took the Israelites from freedom, and he led them to the promised land, so to speak. Harriet Tubman was nothing more than an agent who took slaves from the south and brought them to the north for cheap labor. It's like she didn't free anybody from slavery. It's like the same thing as if you're in jail or in prison and you get moved from one cell block to another cell block. You're still in prison. So you got anything, bro?
Yeah, I was gonna bring up the scripture. Well, if he was in the spirit, he would know that there's not a man on the planet or women for that matter that's gonna free the children of Israel. Right. The Most High made it clear that he was gonna have to send his only begotten son Yahweh Shai to deliver the children of Israel. Right. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Right. And Isaiah
7.
No, I was gonna go to Isaiah 14.
Okay, come.
This is Isaiah chapter 14. I'm gonna start at the top. It says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined unto them, and they shall cleave to the house of Israel." Mm-hmm. So the scripture clearly say that it's gonna be the Lord that was gonna have mercy. He was personally gonna take us and set us back in our own land. I mean, looking at it, just being a spiritual man, you should know that. But when you irate, again, you upset because somebody made a video about you real quick, then you jump on the camera and you say something reckless. You being carnal minded. Now we gotta condescend and come up with analogies like, so then, by your logic, if Harriet Tubman freed the slaves and she's to be referenced as a sister, like you say, right? You're all happy that she's gonna be on a dollar bill, which we know through the spirit again that this money ain't worth shit anyway. If you're looking for the downfall of America, if you're out there prophesying the breakdown of this monetary system that they have and bringing out the chip, you should know that they're gonna get rid of the money anyway. But nevertheless, if you sitting there saying that Harriet Tubman freed the slaves, how about Abraham Lincoln? He did it on a massive scale.
Mm-hmm. With more to lose.
Yep, come.
With more to lose. You know, Harriet Tubman, if she got caught, what was gonna happen? She was still gonna be a slave. But with Abraham Lincoln, he could have lost his position as president of the United States. There was wars fought because he freed the slaves. There was a civil war fought, which we know is all bullshit. But again, like the brother said, we have to condescend to you this way to make the point. If Harriet Tubman, she should be reverenced because she freed the slaves, then we should reverence Abraham Lincoln as well.
You know? In your video, you're trying to appease the people, man. When you spiritual, you say things how they are directly. You don't care. But you know that you could come out and be like, "Oh, Harriet Tubman, a sister, and this is crazy, and they're vile and disgusting, that," because the people in the world are going.
Emotions of the people.
Yeah, the people in the world are going to be like, "Yeah, how dare they? How dare they? This figurehead of ours." No, Harriet Tubman. They love Harriet Tubman and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Sojourner Truth.
Yeah, they love. Nobody
good Marshall and it.
He still don't talk about Nat Turner.
Right.
Nat Turner don't got a holiday.
Right.
There's not a street named after Nat Turner.
Right.
You know what I mean? He don't care anybody. He knew anybody that was out for arms and putting the motherfuckers down, they don't got no place. The only reason why Malcolm X got a street because if you remember at the end of his life, he was on some old everybody joined hand in hand, so he got with it, you know. But they don't care about no real revolutions that's trying to shed blood. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about that, so they'll give you Harriet Tubman and they'll give you these people all day long because it fits their agenda. Let me finish. Matter of fact, go ahead.
Right. So this is Deuteronomy 28 and 68. It says, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee."
So that happened already, right? We came in here on cargo slave ships. Y'all teach that, right? That's to us is milk. When you're in this truth, it's simple. It's a simple thing. It's one of the first scriptures that you get in this truth, and be like, oh, that's it, man. We got to be those people, right? So go ahead.
"Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies."
That happened. We were sold into our enemy, right? Go ahead.
"And there ye shall be, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you."
No man, and then you gonna bring a woman. Not a woman brought us. You know what I'm saying? Harriet Tubman put us up for sale. You know what I'm saying? Took us out of what we. Nobody's gonna take us out of. Look, like you said earlier, man. You had strong bucks, man. Jake was out there.
Jake they was catching me. You had these strong bucks would get caught. If we when you look at the signs that we tote at camp, you'll see a lot of pictures of men with yokes of iron on their neck. Those yokes of iron were only had by men who would constantly try to run.
Yep.
So here it is, these big strong black bucks were running and getting caught, but Harriet Tubman didn't get caught. An old senior citizen, a woman who was up in age, she didn't get caught. She was more clever than the men that were trying to escape to their freedom.
According to you, she slipped by the curse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She swerved the curse. She stiff on that shit. Like, nigga, what? I got stuff to do. Right. You know?
And my thing is this, right? Let's go by his logic and say that she did free the slaves. She didn't take no slaves and bring them back to the land of Israel.
Right.
She didn't. One better. She didn't take no slaves and bring them back to the west coast of Africa.
Exactly.
She took slaves and Negroes and brought them to the north for cheap labor, man. My grandmother, as a matter of fact, my grandmother, who's not that old, my grandmother's in her early 70s. She picked cotton for a penny a day. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Her older brothers, they all pick cotton for a penny or maybe a nickel a day. Right, so that's cheap labor.
Was she free?
Was she free?
Yeah.
She still was doing the same thing that her mother and her grandmothers were doing in slavery when they had to do it mandatory.
Yep.
So what did Harriet Tubman do? She didn't free nobody. All she did was take them from working for free to take them from working for a little bit more than free. You know, it's all the same thing, man. So the only person on this earth that's going to deliver the nation of Israel from slavery is the Lord Yahweh Shai. He's the only one that's going to deliver us from this captivity. Not Harriet Tubman, not Martin Luther King, not Malcolm X, not Thurgood Marshall, Sojourner Truth. All these niggas that they allow you to learn about in elementary school on Black History Month.
They heroified you guys, and you know
they'll put the pictures up of the niggas around the ceiling or the classroom, and you pick one for the week, and you learn about that guy. Those people didn't come to save you, because if they did, they would have told you that you was an Israelite. Mm-hmm. They would have told you that yes, you got taken from Africa, but you're not African. They would have told you that we should be trying to go back to the land of Israel, not go back to Africa, telling you to wear dashikis and whatnot. These people didn't do that. The only person that's going to deliver us out of this captivity is the Lord Yahweh Shai. I just want to read this real quick, bro. This is Matthew 1 and 18. It says, "Now the birth of Yahweh Shai the Messiah was on this wise. When as his mother Mary was espoused to Joseph, before they came together, she was found with child of the Holy Spirit. Then Joseph, her husband, being a just man and not willing to make her a public example, was minded to put her away privately. But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit. And he shall bring forth a son, and she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai, for he shall save his people from their sins."
Yeah, that's what we were waiting for, man. With the prophets, what were they waiting for? They were waiting for Yahweh Shai to come through that deliverer.
Right.
Even at that time, you see Judas did what he did, but they was asking the Lord, like, is this the time you're going to take down these Romans, or is this the time you're going to free us? Because they know that he was the savior. What's his name? Yahweh Shai, the deliverer. He was the deliverer. It wasn't no woman. You know, we still waiting for him to come in this time that we're in right now. We're waiting for what? The Lord to come down and deliver us from this captivity.
Right.
He's gonna free us from the slavery, not no Harry Upton, man. Like Paul said, man. Paul said, what did he say, man? He was like, man, he was amazed of how much he had to condescend to the people. I believe it was in Corinth, or was it Galatia? It was one, I think it was the Galatia. It was in the Galatians, man, because he had to come down to a low level, man. The fact that we got to do this show, it must be done though. Right. But here we are talking about Harriet Tubman, man, being on the $20 bill. Which in all actuality, we don't care about her being on the $20 bill. Put whoever you want on the $20 bill. Right. It doesn't matter. Right. You're not going to change the prophecy. Right. America's going to be destroyed. The money system is going to be done away with, and they're going to implement the chip. We don't care. If you let that get you all riled up, Elder Ricard saying the hell with Harriet Tubman and she's ugly and whatnot, that speaks volume to yourself, man. You letting your emotions get to the best of you. When you get angry, you get mad, you get irate. You just do whatever that feels good at the time, man. You got to, like the brother said earlier, you got to relax. Breathe, you know. Don't make the decisions while you mad, because
the gloves is off now.
Yeah. Now we
as though
we was fighting fair.
Right.
Like it was a fair fight.
Like you've always, you know, you've had this. I'm still want to be reserved because these are the elder. Nah,
right,
you've never had gloves on to take them off in the first place. You've always been a nigga.
A little dirty. Yeah. You a dirty slime ball ass nigga, man. Mm-hmm. You could read your spirit and see how you come off. You a dirty slime ball nigga, man. You call yourself rebuking people, but when we got a problem amongst the brethren, I'm gonna make a show, bro. Put it on GMS Collage, making a show about my brother rebuking him. Right. Before I go tell him to his face. Right. And this is pieces of people you have contact with, man. Right. People that have your phone number, you inboxing through the YouTube and stuff. You do shit for show, man. To be approved of men. That's why you the gorilla Hebrew, you know. But not just the what's it, Alabay, or whatever your name is, right? AKA Alazar, AKA the gorilla Hebrew high priest, though, you know?
Right. Chief priest.
High priest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be seen of men, man. Everything you do is of men. That's why you on Star Netta. You with the brother Yakanan just did a video about you with them damn gangsters out there in New York. You rapping and shit, man. You delirious. You don't know what the hell you want to do because you're in the world first, and then your secondary job is really to scoff. And you call yourself teaching, you got followers after you. People will follow you because that's how the Most High set it up. The Most High set you up to have people follow you to their destruction. That's why it's written.
Let me read this.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Acts 4:10. It says, "Be it known unto you all and to all the people of Israel that by the name Yahushua the Messiah of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom the Most High raised from the dead, even by him doth this man stand here before you whole. This is the stone which was set at naught of you builders, which is become the head of the corner. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved."
Yeah, Con, there's no prophecy of Harriet delivering you, man. The scriptures is, when you a spiritual man, it's clear that we waiting for one man. Waiting for one deliverer, one savior.
Right.
One man, that's it. And it's not going to be on this side. This side has to be destroyed. The prophecy's got to roll. Everything has to be in order. You know we want this place out of here, but we know what? The chimp has to be fully implemented
right.
And for it to be out of here. You know what I'm saying? And then that speaks volumes to what we talking about. Because you're talking about money being on the duck. Who cares? Esau always got little tricks and ploys to try to slow shit down or appease Jake. You know what I'm saying? After Bush, Jake started to get a little riled up a little bit because he was perceived as this racist Texas man.
To say we should reverence the $20 bill now that Harriet Tubman is on it is the same thing as saying now we should reverence the United States because Obama's in office.
That's exactly what I was going to get into. After Bush was in office, you had Jake kind of with one eye open. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, man, there's something wrong with this man. He's starting all these wars. He's lying. Mm-hmm. He's trying to take away benefits. And you know, Jake don't fuck around with their benefits and shit like that. He on that Republican tier. So Jake's kind of had one eye open a little bit. You know, they had they shit focus. And then Esau did what? He went and put Obama in office, and now everything is it's what they call it, the post-racial era now. You know what I'm saying? Everything is all good now because Obama's in office. That's how Esau played little mind tricks like that with you, man. But the scriptures say if it would be so possible, he will fool the, roughly paraphrasing, that they will fool the very elect. So what you guys, you got people in the truth, so-called Israelites, that's gonna be happy because of that, man. Especially if you got a guy that's talking about 10 years from now and establishing a temple and making money. We need to raise $10,000 for a temple, and you talking about Elder Gabar getting a fund for his rent or whatnot. So what, man?
Oh, let me see this. That's what the brotherhood is for.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: in Acts, the 3rd and 4th chapter, when everybody was selling all that they had and giving it to the church, and the church would divvy it out to the people as their family had need, were they going off? People, they're just getting emotional.
I wish I had money to take care. I mean, that's what being a brother is.
Right.
We all want to go, man.
Right.
We all want to. I want to take care of all my brothers, man.
Right.
I don't want to see my brothers in no nothing. So I'm gonna be upset because a brother needs something. Who cares?
Right.
Who cares, man? You a carnal ass nigga, man. Oh, dig deeper. Dig deeper. Dig as deep as you can, man.
Right.
When the Most High give me like a little blessing or give me something, I always feel like maybe it's for me. Maybe it's for me to help somebody else out. For the brotherhood. That's how it is, man. That's how it should be. That's how it should be, but you wanna get it's a scheme thing. It's a scheme thing because you're of Satan, you know.
Let me read this real quick.
Real quick, the Lord said, "What? When have you done this to me, man?"
Right, come.
You know where that scripture's at, man. When he said,
in,
"You've clothed me," and you know what I mean.
I think it's
Yeah, get that for me real quick, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about doing. One of the main commandments, man? Love thy brother like you love yourself, man. You're gonna make sure your rent is paid, right? So if a brother's having trouble, you help him pay his. You're gonna make sure you ate and you fed. So if somebody's having trouble, that's something you should do gladly.
This is Matthew 25 and I'll start at 40. Oh, nope. I'll start at 31. Okay. It's Matthew 25 and 31. It says, "When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another."
Hey, real quick, because when the Son of Man shall appear, right? Because what everybody doing now is works. You laying your foundation. Well, you got it's what's gonna determine on your foundation is what you laying it down with. You got some people laying it down with bricks, some stone, some diamonds, some pearls. Some brothers are laying it down with hay, and that flame is gonna be put to it, right? And when that flame get put to it, it's either gonna burn or it's gonna sustain. You're gonna have to go through some things, man. So
I just read that yesterday. I can't remember what scripture that is though. I'll finish with this.
Go ahead. So the script, when the scripts, like the scripture say, when the Son of Man is gonna return, he's gonna require about what, man? He's gonna what did you do? What was your works? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it says, "And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from his goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
The elect in the 1/3.
Mm-hmm. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat."
Yeah, you was who, and it's gonna explain to you. But if your brother's hungry, the logical thing to do on a carnal level is to give him food. You could be a nigga in the world, and a nigga could be dead in the world, wicked as all hell. If you tell him you're hungry, he gonna give you something to eat. How much more in the truth? You have a problem with brothers in the truth that give food to one another, that give money to one another?
But see, he's reaching. Because now you're saying the same thing Isaiah was saying. Who cares that we take collections for other brothers that need the money? Who cares? They did that in the scriptures. So show us where it's wrong. Like you always say, "Oh, prove me wrong."
Right.
Stand up and prove me wrong.
Right.
So where is that wrong?
Right.
Who cares? That's not. Is that you're reaching? Is what you're doing. The same thing Isaiah was doing to choke on the emotions of the people. Oh, they collecting money. They calling themselves elders, but they so what? So what?
That same spirit, and I hear it in you. That same spirit of that Isaiah what had on him is getting on you, man. That same spirit. And watch, you're gonna fade out. You bugging out right now, man. I love that show that you did, man. Just it. Sometimes when a scoffer do some bullshit and it just builds your faith, man. These scoffers ain't scoffing for no reason. You know, they really build you up, man. And you say what? The elders got to be those guys. We got to be those men if we continue in the faith, man. Because the same thing that was happening to them, and the apostles in the ancient world is happening to us right now. Go ahead, bro.
Yep. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat.
Yeah, your brother hungry, give him food. Go ahead.
I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink.
Thirsty, give him a drink, man.
I was a stranger, and ye took me in.
Take him in. We've done that. Brothers have taken in complete strangers, bro. Hans, bro, Ox, they spending that at my house. You know what I'm saying? Get right, brothers. That we was talking about it earlier at camp. The wisdom that we getting through the spirit of the elders, we applying it. We ain't just taking it, reading this shit and taking it. Nah, nigga can't stay at my house. Right. We applying what we learning, man. Right. That this scripture is the instruction manual, man. We're being instructed, you know. And there's our instructors and there are instructees, man. And we're being instructed by using these scriptures. Go ahead, bro. And it's a fearful thing not to do so. I remember being in the store and I had some money and I was thinking, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was just sitting there thinking like, damn, I'm kind of broke. I'm kind of low on some funds. Then I seen the brother at the bar. He's sitting there, hey, man, I'm all hungry, man. I'm like, look, man, if you're hungry, man, tell me you're hungry. I'm going to get you some food. Like, because why? I thought of that scripture. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to deny your house, shot, no food. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, Lord willing, I don't be that one that be like, look, man. I said I was hungry and you didn't give me no food. You don't want to be that guy, man. Right. You read these scriptures and you say, I don't want to be that guy. I want to be this guy. I don't want to be on that side. He said, some separated on his left hand, some on his right. You say to yourself, I don't want to be that guy on that side, man. I want to be on the good side. I want to be the one that said, I said, look, brother, you could stay here. You could stay in my house lodge until you get right. I gave you some bread when you was hungry, and we do that. And the scriptures say when you do alms, don't be broadcast. So it's really none of y'all business. Right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't one to be like, look, man.
Hold on. We don't broadcast it, and they say well, we know that we got the inside scoop. Then if we say something about it, oh y'all boasting.
Right,
so
right,
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
You seen it because the brother Izar, the nigga Slacky, the nigga Izar, he said, oh, that we some bums. He called y'all bums, this, that, and the third. Oh yeah, but Adama and Amos gave cars to the elders. You know what I'm saying? So which one is it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we damned if the brothers give alms, you know what I'm saying? They damn, and if they don't, they damn, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So it says, naked and ye clothed me. I was sick and ye visited me. I was in prison and ye came to me.
Brothers in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? They get visits, man. Go ahead.
Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee in hunger?
Yeah, that's humility.
And fed thee.
That's humility. You know what I'm saying? Like I could picture it. That the Lord, because think about it, the scripture say the suffering of this present time does not compare to the glory which shall be revealed in us. So think about brothers receiving the kingdom of heaven, right? And you're gonna be like all this for me? Like what I do?
What I do for this?
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't deserve this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord come like, yo man, look, man, you fed me, and you like me. When did I didn't look, man? When did I feed you? When did I do this? And He gonna tell you, man. Go ahead.
Or thirsty and gave thee drink. When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Come on. Hey, what Paul said, he said, roughly paraphrasing, I've given you spiritual gifts. Can I not reap the carnal things of it? So Paul was running around giving food to people. You know what I'm saying? Going to Corinth, going to Galatia, suffering shipwreck, going over here. He wasn't a fisherman, you know what I'm saying, by trade or had a job, so to say, other than teaching the word. But what can you do as being a brother? Here, Paul, here's a couple bucks. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know that Paul devoted his life to teaching the word. So he didn't have time, even though he was a tent maker, when he went on his ministry, he didn't have time to stop and make a couple tents and sell a couple tents. He was about teaching the word and getting the word out. And the same thing goes for the elders. This brother personally, we've been around the elders, man. We see how much they devote their lives to this truth. So it's only right. What's wrong with taking care of them? They're taking care of you. The things that they're giving you are going to save your soul.
Right.
The scriptures say the engrafted word is able to save your soul. And that's the thing that they're teaching us. They're teaching us the engrafted word. So for us to give them monetary gain, That's a small thing.
Con.
That's a small. It doesn't even amount to what they've given us.
Con.
It's not even the same thing.